All right, so I'm in the creek now, out of the mouth part, and I'm scanning. There's bait. I'm looking for groups of fish, groups of crappie. And crappie look very specific. So like that, you see that on there? That's bait. That's bait. That's nothing that I'm really looking for. I mean, bait's good, but I want to see crappie. So we're gonna keep going up, scanning as we go, and see what we find. It's not good. There's a bunch of trash and crap down here. Another trashed out creek. Another trashed out creek. Look at that. That's the spot right there. Fishing this tree over here, I guess. So let's get in here, see if we can figure these fish out. See y'all, look at that. Everywhere. In this little bend right here, and there's quite a few fish around. Caught two off camera just because I couldn't really tell what they were, to be honest. So I got slip float over here with the minnow, and I'm jigging. Really surprised that minnow hadn't got touched. Another crappie on the jig, little one, but it's a crappie. Another one. There. That's why it was hard to tell. I figured the fish would be smaller, so it was kind of hard to tell what, if it was bait or if it was just smaller crappie, and that's why I was fished down there first. See what they were. There's got to be some keepers down there. I've literally been catching fish just drifting around. Makes it really hard to figure them out. Makes it super difficult. Look at that. Little bitty crappie. I mean a little bitty one. I mean, we definitely ain't catching monsters today, but fish is right where those other ones were at, really. Midday update. Definitely not catching no monsters, but we're catching a few. That one I was hung up on the bottom, and then the fish got that top jig, so caught a couple from right here. So I'm gonna kind of go back over there and work it over a little bit. Let's see. That's several fish right here. No keepers, but bigger. Got all wrapped around. That one got all kind of wrapped around. All these fish are the same exact size. On that chartreuse pepper, the white. Not a monster, but I'll take it at this point, y'all. It has been tough. Has been tough. All right. Sun's probably right in y'all's face. Alright, y'all. Sorry if the sun's in y'all's, if it's reflecting that way. Nothing I can really do about it right here, but I went and checked the new creek. Scanned the whole creek, saw fish everywhere, bait everywhere. Caught 10 crappie, all small. some yellow bass, and a largemouth. So that is, I mean, there it is. I'm just, you know, gonna show y'all. This is, you know, this is a part that a lot of people don't see. You know, those trips that are just kind of mediocre, you know, are not the best, but not the worst. So, and that's what you gotta decide if you're gonna make a video about it or not. It's really tough. I mean, I want to just put, you know, big 2-pound fish every single time, but it doesn't happen like that. So I hope this kind of, you know, shows you what I look for. I did a lot of scanning today, like I said. I caught a few fish on some shallower stuff, on some wood, but the biggest problem here is there's so much cover. It's just gonna scatter these fish big time. I mean, there's brush pile after brush pile after brush pile after lay down after lay down. Just went over another brush pile right there. There's a stump right there. So that right there is the worst for me. That spreads these fish out, makes them really tough to get to bite. So good morning, good morning. I got the rods in here. Got some jigs and some corks, bobbers. We're gonna go try and find some of these creek fish. There's a cold front just came through, Wind's blowing probably 15-20 out of the north. And we're gonna go try and find them. I'm gonna try and, you know, show that, you know, I hear a lot of times that, you know, is it good to go creek fishing after a cold front? Do they bite or do they not bite? A lot of people think they don't bite, but these fish do bite. I mean, they have to eat, and all you have to do is adjust your techniques. You may have to slow it down, you may have to speed it up, you may have to use some minnows, you know, but they will bite after a front. So I'm gonna kind of show you all that today. I'm gonna show you the date, you know, today, and I'm gonna show you the I'm gonna try and pull up the pressure charts, that way you can see that the cold front came through, pressure's rising, and then show you that we can get out there and catch some fish. So let's get to it. See when all right, well, we're down at the creek, starting to walk down to it. We had a cold front. Finally dressed like I'm supposed to be. At least more like I'm supposed to be. Oh, look at that. That thing pulled it. I wasn't even looking. What? That's pretty funny. That's a good fish. It's not a bad one. I'd almost keep, probably. Beautiful fish. There's the fish. Y'all see that? That was pretty funny. Is it a good? Oh, it's actually a good fish. Oh, it's a sandy. What? Definitely wasn't expecting that. Even the sandies like pink. Doing something different today. We're at the Joe Pool Spillway. This place is crazy, blew up already. There's people everywhere, so figure I'm not gonna hurt nothing giving the name out, but suppose there's some sandies in here. We're gonna see if we can find some. Try and get away from the people. Let's see what we can get into. Y'all stay tuned. Everyone, if you notice, everyone's on this one side, no one's on the other side. So guess where I'm going? To the other side. You guessed it. Just got bit again. Just got bit again. There he is. There he is. Little yellow bass. Little yellow. I didn't know there was these in here. Little toxic yellow bass. There's something. Oh, there's the sandy. There's the sandy. That's interesting. Little sandy.